Let's go over some of the basics of water propagation and where some people are going wrong. For plants like this philodendron, I cut right below a node, and then I usually pick off whatever leaf was there and then stick it in water. Before moving them to soil or whatever you're potting it in, you don't need to wait this long. Roots like this are probably fine, but I'm lazy. Before putting them in water, I usually wait for the cutting to callus over for about a day or at least an hour, and I change the water once a week. If you want a fuller pot, the more cuttings, the better. I find it easier to put the cuttings with the most roots in first. I think the most important part of water propagation comes after you pot it up. This plant currently has water roots, so I'm going to keep the soil more moist than I normally would while it acclimates and creates more roots. Good luck!
This is why I always top my pepper plants. What do I mean by topping? This. Chop and top. It feels totally unnatural and I still cringe every time I do it, but I'm going to show you why you should do it. This is a pepper plant that I didn't top, and there's nothing wrong with it. Like, I mean, it's producing, it's fine, it looks healthy, but it's really tall and kind of lanky, right? These are all pepper plants that I topped. I planted them at the same time as the other one, and as you can see, they are all so much more bushy, more full, and they're gonna give me a lot more peppers. Like the other one that I showed you that I didn't top, it only had a couple of buds on it. I mean, it was producing, but there was only a couple of buds. Look at how many buds are on this one. Like, I can't even count them. There's so many. This one is especially bushing out. It almost looks like more than one plant, but it's not. It's just the one. So, yeah, top your peppers. Don't be scared.
So I made this moth jar a while ago, and it's one of my absolute favorite things that I've made. And I brought another jar yesterday, so I'm gonna try and put one together for these beautiful monarch butterflies that I've found. Here's some of the stuff I've got to use, and I got Nihachu for company today. There is no real plan here, I'm just sorta kinda going for it. Putting flowers in the back because butterflies. I think that's looking pretty nice. Time to add the little bugs. This one hasn't got a pin in it, so I'm just gonna carefully place him kind of on the log there. Ooh. And then for this guy, I just put a bit of glue tack on there. Hopefully it stays. So I can put the lid on that now. So here's what the completed jar looks like. And here they are in their new home. I decided to put them right under the moths there.
The fork. I called her Heidi because she hides.
What a good plant! It's called the shame plant or the sensitive plant. It's also called a mimosa, which is its genus. There's like 400 plants in it. And it's good for so many different reasons. It's got root modules that allow it to have nitrogen-fixing bacteria that live alongside it, so it can bring nitrogen in from the atmosphere, which is pretty uncommon for plants. Also, coming out of left field, it has a chemical in it that can neutralize certain kinds of cobra venom. But most importantly, because this plant reacts so quickly, it has allowed scientists to do research on plant memory. Plants don't have memories, right? That doesn't make any sense. They're plants. Well, because the shriveling does come at an energetic cost, scientists were wondering if maybe the plants could learn to not do that in certain circumstances. And it turns out that they can. How do they remember things? We don't know. We got some ideas about different kinds of biochemical mechanisms that allow them to do this, but all we know right now is that they can remember.
How to make moon water. Have a jar, cleanse it. Pour in water. Close or open up to you. Leave on windowsill or outside when the moon is out. Take away as soon as the sun rises.